On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Characteristic.
A typical feature or quality that can identify, tell apart, or describe something or somebody.
Examples:
Stripes characteristic of the zebra. My friend's characteristic laugh. Bananas have their characteristic taste and odor.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples:
Probabilistic model. Probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
Chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Descendant.
Children or offspring of a specific person, plant, or animal.
Examples:
Descendant of a pioneer. Third generation descendant. Those warriors' descendants are still skilled archers.
Monk.
A member of a religious community of men living under vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Examples:
Monk lifestyle. Cloistered monk. The ascetic monk spent his days in prayer and contemplation in the monastery.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology, cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Breed.
To keep animals for producing offspring in a regulated manner.
Examples:
Breed horses. Breed suspicion. This animal breeds in northern latitudes.
Pea.
A small, round, green vegetable that grows in pods on a climbing plant and is eaten as a vegetable.
Examples:
Pea protein. Pea family. She shelled the peas and added them to the pot.
Monastery.
A building or complex of buildings in which members of a male religious community, called monks, live and worship.
Examples:
Monastery garden. Leave a monastery. This ancient monastery was founded in the 13th century and had a long history of religious devotion.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
A classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Purebred.
Belonging to a specific breed, type, or strain of animal, particularly a dog or horse, that has been selectively bred for specific traits over several generations.
Examples:
Purebred dog. Purebred horse. The breeder assured us that our new puppy was purebred and came from a long line of champions.
Seed.
A small, hard, often round, a reproductive structure that contains a plant's genetic material and is capable of growing into a new plant.
Examples:
A seed coat. Seed money. He planted the seed in the soil and waited for it to sprout.
Dominant.
More important, influential, or easy to notice than anything else of the same type.
Examples:
Achieve a dominant share. Dominant force. Her company soon won a dominant market share.
Hybrid.
Composed of different elements or mixed characters.
Examples:
New hybrid system. An interspecific hybrid. The mule is a hybrid between a male donkey and a female horse.
Fertilize.
To cause an egg, female animal, or plant to develop by joining sperm from the male with them, to add a natural or chemical substance to land to make plants grow well.
Examples:
Fertilize the soil. Fertilize the female egg. The couple decided to use the non-husband's sperm to fertilize a wife.
Recessive.
Of or relating to the state of the economy declines, of a gene, controlling a characteristic that is expressed only when a dominant allele is not present.
Examples:
Recessive allele. Recessive mutant. The recessive gene for blue eyes is only expressed when both parents carry the gene.
Infer.
To form an opinion or conclude that something is true based on existing facts.
Examples:
Infer quality from price. Infer the possibility. Animal desire and preference are always inferred from their behavior.
Allele.
Any of the alternative forms of a gene that can occupy a given chromosomal location.
Examples:
The allele in a pair. Inherit one allele. Environmental factors can also influence the expression of alleles, a phenomenon known as epigenetics.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Variation.
The act or state of changing, a difference or change in the way something is done, made, or said.
Examples:
Variation of temperature. Gene variation. There is a lot of variation in the colors of flowers in the garden.
Homozygous.
Possessing identical alleles for a particular gene, having inherited the same version of the gene from both parents.
Examples:
Homozygous allele. Homozygous mutation. The plant displayed the trait of resistance to pests due to being homozygous for the resistant gene.
Identical.
Being the exact same one,
Examples:
pair of identical twins, an identical equation. Infant formulas are nutritionally almost identical to a mother's breast milk.
Heterozygous.
Possessing different alleles for a particular gene, having inherited different versions of the gene from each parent.
Examples:
heterozygous trait, heterozygous genotype. She inherited the genetic disorder because she is heterozygous for the mutated gene.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
genic combinations, combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Genotype.
The genetic constitution of an individual organism, the inherited collection of genes that determine an organism's traits and characteristics.
Examples:
genotype frequency, heterozygous genotype. The baby's genotype is determined by the combination of genes inherited from its parents.
Phenotype.
The observable physical or biochemical characteristics of an individual organism that result from the interaction between its genetic makeup and the environment in which it lives.
Examples:
phenotype variation, dominant phenotype. Our genetic phenotype determines the color of our eyes.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
visualize data, visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
distribute wealth evenly, distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Diagram.
A simplified illustration of the appearance, structure, or workings of something.
Examples:
3D diagram. In a diagram. He is drawing a diagram illustrating how the equipment operates.
Axe.
A tool with a metal blade that is usually attached to a wooden handle and is used for chopping wood or other materials.
Examples:
chop wood with an axe. An axe in the toolbox. He used an axe to chop the firewood for the campfire.
Uppercase.
The capital form of a letter in a written or printed text, text or writing that is predominantly or exclusively in capital letters.
Examples:
uppercase letter. Change to uppercase. Please type your password in uppercase to log into your account.
Lowercase.
A letter or typeface that is small in size and typically sits below the baseline of a line of text, opposite of uppercase.
Examples:
Lowercase alphabet. Change to lowercase. Please type your password in all lowercase letters.
Overpower.
To conquer or establish complete control over someone by using superior strength.
Examples:
Overpower the suspect. Overpower the opponent. The shooter was eventually overpowered and arrested by police.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples:
Direct proportion. A building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Wrinkle.
A small line or fold in something, especially fabric or the skin of the face, a minor difficulty.
Examples:
A fine wrinkle on a fabric. A facial wrinkle. This suit is made of wrinkle-proof material.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Genetics.
The branch of biology that studies genes, genetic variation, and heredity in organisms.
Examples:
The science of genetics. Genetics discrimination. He is a specialist in the genetics of aging.